You think that you're undisciplined, but you might just be inflamed. Now that sounds stupid, but let me explain. Alright, guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Daily Reps. We are on day number 2. My motivation is high, but I'm still going to show up every single day. I'm going to bulk these together, and then so you'll probably notice I'm still wearing the same things because I've recorded them on the same day. But I'm going to bulk edit them and schedule them every single day, and we're going to get this out for a year. So, without further ado, today's repisode, I'm not sure if I'm going to run with that or not yet. Uh, you've got to eat better to decide to make better decisions and to stay more disciplined and to think better and clearer. And not only that, you'll feel better. So, what I mean by that, guys, is everything that you consume, any product that you use, anything that you use in your body, the stuff that you wash with, the stuff that you eat out of, the things that you cook in, the diet. We're just going to focus on diet today, but you have to recognize and be aware that every single thing that you consume in terms of product or food directly affects what goes on inside your body. It inflames your body, or does it inflame your body, or does it make you feel better, and does it give you mental clarity and give you a little bit more of an edge? For example, this coffee that I'm drinking, for those that can see, it is actually a mushroom coffee, and it's got, I believe, lion's mane or ashwagandha or something like that in it. And this one specifically is designed to give you a little bit more mental clarity and boost your energy and just really focus the brain. And I tell you what, it does actually work. I use it when I want to do a focus session in the morning or early afternoon, and it really helps hone the senses. So, but this is only like an add-on to your life. It's not necessarily you can live off that and still eat like shit. You've got to take steps to mitigate all the crap in your diet, and then basically remove all that inflammation. Things like alcohol, things like sugar, things like heavily processed foods, heavy metals in foods, additives and chemicals that are in there that we know are bad for us. Fizzy drinks like, yeah, you know the big ones, I'm not going to name them, but you know what I mean. All of that sort of stuff. And it's really easy to cut it out once you see the benefits of how you feel after. There's things like giving up Lent, where you give up certain foods for 40 days, or give up something for 40 days that means something to you, or whatever it is. And my brother-in-law just did one actually. He's given up chocolate for Lent. Now that is a really good challenge to get you started, to make you realize that when you don't necessarily need it, but if you want to actually feel a lot better, maybe cut something like that out and try and replace it with a healthier alternative. So maybe you go from milk chocolate to a lower sugar dark chocolate or something similar, or you go from a fizzy juice to a fruit juice. Yes, it's still fruit sugars, but it's still better for you than all that chemicals and nasties that are in the fizzy juice that we're all addicted to, or have at least tried and enjoyed. And yes, some of them taste great, but they're really bad for you. So I'm kind of getting past the point here, and I think you get what I'm trying to say. Nutrition affects your clarity, it affects your focus, and even your confidence. I can tell you one thing, like, if you stop eating and consuming so much rubbish, you're so much clearer and sharper than everyone else, and you start to realize that most people are just walking zombies, and, like, I don't want to say it, but sheep, and they're just running off emotions. They're not running off thought and clarity, and what you think speaks into existence potentially. So, and that goes to what I was saying about speaking with your emotions. The next point I want to raise here, and I do have my points up here, is inflammation. It makes you reactive, and it clouds your judgment, and it makes you sluggish. And it is fact. It's well documented. So why aren't you fueling your body with better stuff? Cut out the crap. Your body doesn't need sugar. And I get super passionate about this, but your body does not need sugar. It simply does not need it. Sugar is added to fuel food, to fuel addiction in your dependency on it, so that you keep coming back. And once you realize that sugar is in absolutely everything, it's really difficult to cut it out to start with, but once you do, you never want to touch it again. And that, I can honestly say, that's where I'm at now. It is crazy. Like, it's in tomato sauce, it's in pasta sauce, it's in obviously all the chocolate and all that sort of stuff, but it's in absolutely everything. Now, I'm getting super worked up about it because I just love this topic, and I just want people to realize how important it is. So you guys are obviously listening to this podcast because you want to be a leader, you want to be a thought leader, a producer, you want to do something better and better your life. So if you want to be a leader, you need to eat like one as well. You need to eat like the king. You need to be eating all the right steaks, all the right beef, all the right food, healthy alternative food. And I don't care what your diet is, just make sure it's clean. And you will be amazed at the difference. Your clarity will go through the roof, your memory will go through the roof, your sharpness you'll just be make better decisions all around because you've got so much more clarity and less inflammation, and you'll feel a lot better as well. You'll be able to bend down and do things that normally would hurt your knees and stuff like that. So with that said, guys, tomorrow's episode is simple marketing wings. So on this channel, we're going to talk a little bit about health, a little bit about business, a little bit about I'm building a marketing agency, so I'm going to talk a lot about marketing, and it's relevant to any of you out there that wants to build a business. And we're also going to be talking about life and discipline. And I'm going to be a father of twins soon, so I am super excited for that. So again, there's going to be a lot of non-toxic masculinity. Traditional masculinity is where we need to get back to because it is such an imperative role. So with that being said, closing rep, I want you to audit your meals today. I want you to cut out the one thing that clouds your mind. Try sugar if you want a really big challenge. If not, fizzy juice. Start there and work your way up. And I want you to stop it for a month at least. And I want to see where you get to. And don't slip up once. If you slip up once, go back to the start. Really hold yourself accountable. And then I want you to fuel up on things that are good for you instead. Whole single ingredient foods. The gold standard is if it's one ingredient, it's okay to eat. Okay? And now, of course, there'll be exceptions to that, but that's the gold standard. You know, an apple, a steak, chicken, whatever it is. One sole ingredient. So I want you to have a think about that and comment below what you are going to do, and also share it with someone else you think might find this valuable too, or maybe someone you want to do this journey with if it's your spouse or a partner or a friend, and they can help hold you accountable and you can hold them accountable. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's rep, and yeah, thanks for listening.